All right, it is early May, which means I'm here with your April monthly market stats for the Metro Atlanta area. So let's get right into it. The market is still wild and crazy. However, I will say we are starting to see a very little bit of a reaction in the market from the rising interest rates and the fact that we have sold tons and tons of houses in the last year and a half. It's starting to make a little bit of a dent in this demand. In the Metro Atlanta area, we had 10,798 new listings hit the market. That's down 12% year over year, which means we have a little less new listing inventory in the month of April. And it's also down 800 listings over the month of March. We had 8,318 pendings in the month of April, which is down 19% over last year and down about 1,100 pendings over March. And then we had only 6,927 houses close last month, which is down by 30% year over year and down by about 22 houses closed. That's a pretty significant drop. We'll see next month if we've picked that drop up a little bit. But over last year and the year before, it's kind of odd to see the month of April in your typical seasonality drop that much over March. Usually they kind of stay steady, and then we see even, slight more increase May, June, July, maybe flat in May, a little bit of an increase June, July, and then it kind of drops off with that seasonality. So the months of supply ticked up to 1.2 months, still incredibly low. But that is up about 9% year over year and up about 10% over last month. So interesting, even though we had a little bit less new listings hit the market than last year and last month, we also had significantly less pendings and closings happen. So that said, we're still in this incredible seller's market, and the rest of the stats don't seem like that slightly less demand is slowing anything down. Sales price was up. We had a median of $380,000. Right now, that's up 20% year over year and up $10,000 over last month. The average is at $459. That's up 18% year over year and up $23,000 over last month. Price per square foot is the median sitting at $186 a square foot, up 25% year over year and up about $6 a square foot over March. And the average is at $203, up 22% year over year and up about $9 a square foot over March. A couple of things that I'll note there is that, part of the reason that the price per square foot and the sales price increases don't exactly align is generally the higher price points tend to move more during the spring and summer months when it's a little bit more convenient. So that overall price it goes up, but also because the entry level market is so tight and difficult to get into, it's driving the smaller homes prices up faster and beyond the typical appreciation that you see kind of on average across the board, which drives the overall price per square foot up more than the average regular old sales price. I hope I made sense with that. So days on market, we are sitting at a median of 6 days on market. That's up 20% from 5 days on market year over year and down about a day from 7 days on market of last month. The average is 20. That's down 13% year over year and down by about 4 days in March. In March it was 24 days, average 24 days on market. So the fact that we had less new listings and less overall pendings and closings, but this next stat was even higher, is a little interesting. So the sales to list price ratio, meaning you list it for a certain price, how much did it sell for? 100% of the list price, 90% of the list price, 110% of the list price. Generally, when you've got a list price or a sales price that goes way over the asking at 100%, that means they were multiple offers and it got driven up really aggressively. So the median for the month of March was at a whopping 101.8%. That's up about 1.5% over last year and up about 7 basis points over March. The average is at 102.3%, up 1.7% year over year and up about 8 basis points over March. So things are still super hot in terms of bidding wars happening. What that tells me is that even though there was less pendings that happened, the ones that did go pending were extremely competitive. So there's still a really big amount of demand out there, and the listings that come on that look really good and are priced well are gonna get multiple offers and get that driven right up. I love talking about this stuff. I'd love to talk to you and about how this affects your position in your plans, right? Because none of this means anything if you don't actually want to do anything, right? But if you do have a plan to move in the next few years, let's strategize around that, around what are the potential factors in the market that are going to affect you. Would it be smarter to go ahead and make some kind of a move now, or would it be smarter to wait? It might be. For some of my clients, it is. So give me a call, drop me a DM, comment below, follow us on Instagram, and like and subscribe, do all the things. We are here for you to help you with any real estate needs you have, and we are looking forward to chatting with you and helping you when we can. HuntHomeTeam.com.